Welcome back to Riders and Pillions, the podcast where we dive deep into stories, culture, and lifestyle of the biking world. I am the guest. This is the host. This is my brother, and this is my dad.
Thank you. I'm your host, Kwena Wango. Thank you for honoring the invitation. So today we've got a very special guest, Littleman Racing team. It consists of two brothers and a father. So for those who don't know yet, who is Littleman Racing? As I know that it's a collective, it's an individual, also it's collective.
Alright, do you want to answer or must I answer?
You answer.
Okay. Alright, Littleman Racing Team, the way it started as Bohlale, well known as Littleman, as he was the only one in the team. So that's why that's why we called it Littleman Racing Team. And in the past 2 years, we were joined by the little brother now, Tsibo Mafokati, of which now I think going forward we're gonna change the name, because we don't want it to be just Littleman. We want a name that's going to involve everyone. So I don't know, viewers at home, maybe they've got a name that they can give our team, so that we get away from just naming it Littleman, but as a family team. How about that? Sounds better. Sharp.
A new name suggestion. Yeah, maybe they can suggest. Since Bohlale started racing at you said about 4.5 to 6 years, and the little brother recently started 2 years ago. How old was he when he started racing?
Tsibo, he was also 4.5 when he started
Was
racing. As much as Bohlale started when he was 4.5. So I don't know. Maybe that's how the family rolls.
Yeah. 4.5. It's an entry point into the sport. Okay. So, what do you remember about your very first race, Bohlale?
What I remember is this is one of the only things I remember is every lap when I would pass, my parents were on the sidelines cheering for me. Those were the highlights of my first race. Just looking at them supporting me was good to see and nice to see.
Oh, nice. So, I do understand that you ridden the bike before you started to race. So, what was that first day that you got into the bike and you riding the bike yourself? How was it?
I felt nervous and I had butterflies in my tummy. I was very excited because my dad, he wouldn't let me go and come back because he was scared. He thought I would fall, and then I just asked him to go, and then I'd come back with I'd try a U-turn and come back, and then he let me. And then just going by myself, I felt free. I don't know, like I just felt free. It felt good.
Mm-hmm. So, little brother, why did you get into biking?
I saw my brother racing,
Mm-hmm.
and then I told my dad I also wanted to race.
Mm. Then, how was it the first day that you also got into the bike also?
I felt excited.
You felt what?
Excited.
Excited. Okay. So, the first day that you started racing, did you race with your little brother on the same track or you raced alone?
Alone.
Alone. How was it?
Felt good.
It felt good. Uh-huh. So, at what point did the two of you and the father did you realize, or actually this racing thing is going good, it's the right route?
From the very first go, we could see Horamo, this guy is doing, it was still Bohlale by then. We saw that this is what he really loves. You know, he grew in front of a motorbike. You know, and he kept on saying he wants to race, he wants to race, he wants to race. But it started as if it was a joke, and he really meant it. You know, so from day one, like he was explaining on his first race, you know, he felt excited. He just passing by the parents cheering, and after that race, he kept on asking, so Dad, when is the next race? When are we racing again? You know, so I could say Horiamo, he's doing what he loves. You know. Yeah.
No, that's good actually as a parent to support your child's dream, not to hold back and having the fear that it's a dangerous sport, they must not be there. It's actually one of the inspiring things. It's actually, you've done good, you and the parents of the boys. So I would say, what inspired you as the parent to actually let them into the sport? And I do understand you're also a biker, so you know how the biking world is being perceived. So what inspired you to bring them into the sport?
To be honest, it was not my plan. Now I'm a rider. You know, at some point, I didn't own a car. Instead, I owned a motorbike.
Is it?
So I was 24/7 on a motorbike. So when Bohlale was born, I was forever on a motorbike, and he kept on asking, Daddy, when are you getting me my own bike? When are you getting me my own bike? Up until one day, I surprised him. I bought him a pocket bike, which is a Chinese little bike. So, and yeah. So I took it as if it's something that we just gonna do casual riding, you know, when on that lousy Saturday or Sunday he'll just go and ride. But that's not what he had in mind. He wanted to pursue it as a career. But by then I didn't know it might be pursued as a career. So it was just a casual thing. You feel like he's got a bike, I've got a bike, we can go in an open field and just ride together. You know?
So I do believe that inspired how it inspired how they're currently handling the sport currently, because most kids at this age, some actually the little one, they're still struggling to handle the bicycle, but now they're sharing it dolopanzi, both of them. I saw some of their pictures sharing it dolopanzi, of which even some other old people who are owning the sports bike, they can't even do.
It's still a myth, go on.
Yeah, it's not possible, but they do it flawlessly. So yeah. So what do other parents say or have their comment about you allowing your kids to race?
Some parents, it was like a question of, aren't you scared? Why do you do such dangerous sports? You know, why do you allow children to do such dangerous sports? Unfortunately, I didn't choose for them to do it. You know, it's something in what they grew being around motorbikes, and that's what they loved doing. You know, so yeah, I normally get that question of why motorsport? But unfortunately, that is what they are exposed to because of they've always been around motorbikes.
Other parents were asking you that are you not scared to allow your kids to race in the sport?
Yeah, no, I get that question more often. You know, or why do you allow children to do such a dangerous sport? So it's something they grew around motorbikes. You know, I didn't choose for them, but it's because of they grew around motorbikes, and that is the sports it was more exposed to them because motorbikes are always closer to them.
So Bohlale and the little brother, so how did you feel, and actually, or how did it go first time that you told your dad that you want a bike? How was the response from him?
He always said yes, taking it as a joke, thinking I would move on one day.
Yeah.
Mara, I was consistent with it, pushing him, and then he finally got me a small little bike.
How is it? Where's the first bike that you used to? He bought you?
It's still in the garage.
You still ride it?
No. Last time we rode it was 2023. Yeah, 2023.
2024?
No,
Yeah,
it was
because
2023.
last year.
No, 2023.
2023, okay, sure.
Is
Yeah,
it?
2023.
So now, how many bikes do the two of you guys have?
Sebo, how many bikes do you have?
3.
Which bikes?
It's a Pili,
Happy with 50?
50
50cc, yeah.
and Kayo.
And the Kayo, a 125cc. Ne? So we just go to the Kayo because we want you to get used to the gears. Ne? All right.
Does the car count?
No, not for you.
Okay.
The car.
A
Kayo.
Kayo.
It's a Kayo.
Oh, okay.
I have a 65, I have a 85, I have two 150s and a 300.
Okay.
Which one do you like most?
85.
You
300.
did count the 85.
Yeah. Okay. Why do you like 300?
It's the quickest.
So you prefer the quickest bike,
Yes.
is it?
He prefers the one that I am not yet comfortable him riding. Yeah.
So, which bike actually do you feel like you need it, or your dream bike that you wish to have in the future? This goes to both of you.
Mine is 1,000.
1,000 cc. Which one?
A Yamaha.
Yamaha. Okay.
For practicing right now, I would like a Ovalie 190, and then in the future, I would like a Ducati.
Which Ducati?
I'm not sure. Whichever one is the fastest.
by the time you are grown to ride a fast bike. Okay.
Father, so tell us about the bond between you and the brothers.
Between me and the boys, we have the best bond. To be honest, I don't even have friends. People that I can really say these are my friends. Instead, these two are my friends. I spend a lot of time with the boys. It's either we are out on the track practicing, or we are out on the track racing. Bohlale is doing two different types of racing. It's either we're doing circuit racing or we're doing cross country. So our weekends are always full of something to do. The little brother, for this year, he was just doing circuit racing, but next year he's also joining his brother again doing cross country racing. So yeah, our calendar is full. Our weekends are full. So there's no other time to spend except with the boys.
That's inspiring. Hey? That's inspiring as a father. So I do guess that as they are your friends now, so it also makes you to feel that father-son relationship and shying away from the friendships. Yeah, that is good. So what does a normal training week look like?
Normally, we try to train at least twice a week. Sometimes it's during the week, and then if maybe work commitment doesn't allow me to do that during the week, and then we'll use the weekend as practice days. But yeah, we try to get at least 2 or 3 days in a week to go out and practice.
So what's the most important skill which you teach both of them actually? It might be a soft skill or a technical skill that you want them to always have it in it, or it might be a riding skill.
For now, most of our conversation is all about riding and racing. So I think the next best skill will be maybe mechanical wise. Like when I'm working on their bikes, they're always around me. They're always giving me spanners, looking for what I'm looking for. Give me that part, give me this. So they need to understand the motorbike so that they can be able to explain what the bike does if maybe it's got issues out on the track. So I think for now that's the skill that maybe we might try to venture into, mechanical wise.
So you're also the mechanic for the Littleman Racing team.
I'm everything in this team. Yeah? I'm the marketing manager. I'm the finance manager. I'm the team manager. I am the money pit. I'm everything in this team. So yeah, I need help.
Yeah. Yeah, the engine of the team. As racing require courage actually. So how do you deal with the fear, speed, and the pressure that you'd get on the track?
I just when it comes to speed, you have to practice maybe a few times to get used to the bike. after the speed comes skill, and then if those two work together, then how do I say this? Then you
You'll
You
be
must have
able to control
the skill
bike.
Yes.
before you can speed.
yes,
Okay.
and when you have as soon as you get used to the skill, then the speed will come,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll get used to the speed and you'll go quick.
Then the fear goes away.
Yes.
Okay. So while you're on that, man, I do. Would you some other day ride a street bike? Would you wish to ride a street bike?
For me, no. I think I'll stick to on the track. I don't think I would like to go on the streets. I just don't like it because sometimes it won't be that safe for some people. But for me, I don't know. I just have some reasons, and I don't know why, but I just don't like going on the street with bikes.
What are the reasons? Why don't you like it to go on the street with a bike?
I don't know. I just don't like.
Uh,
I don't know.
Little brother, would you also would you, when you grow up, obviously, when you have the license, would you wish to ride a street bike?
No,
Why not?
I'm scared.
You're scared of what?
Falling and then a car hit me.
Okay.
Just to add on that, no, riding on our public roads, it's a little bit unsafe. But yeah, it doesn't mean now you don't have to ride, but you need to be more cautious. People that are on cars don't actually understand how a motorbike operates. So that is why more. People that ride motorbikes or motorcycles are always vulnerable towards people that drive cars. But yeah.
Father, you mentioned that it's vulnerable. We know that it's vulnerable to ride on a public roads, especially our South African public roads. Studying with the nature of it, the condition of the road, the motorist, and yeah, there are so many obstacles actually on our roads. So, but if ever they grow and just wish that, nah, man, I wanna go on a road actually. Yes, at the age whereby they do qualify to ride on a public road legally, so with license included, would you allow them to be on the road?
Yeah, I would allow them. But what I've noticed now, because like I say, I used to be on a motorbike 247. Then I started doing a lot of track days. And when I started doing track days, then I started riding very little now on the roads. Why? Because of I would take that edge of riding on the track. So at some point my bike was converted into a proper track bike, where I was now no longer riding on the roads, because of as soon as I want to ride, I would load my bike on the trailer, go to the track, take out that edge, enjoy the bike, load it back on the trailer, go back home. So you end up not seeing the need of really riding on road if you do a lot of track days. But owning one, yes, I've always had a motorbike. But I promise you, I even sold my motorbikes. When he started racing, my motorbike will stay in the garage for 4 or 5 months without even starting it. Then sold it, and then I had that edge of, I know, man, I need a bike. And then I would get a bike again, same thing will happen. So, but yeah, if they want to ride on road, they would do so. But I promise you, for people that race motorbikes, they rather stick to track riding than road riding.
Yeah, why is that? I've heard that multiple times. Why is that? That people who are racing, they totally don't like a street riding.
Yeah, because of that edge of riding. You take it out on the track. So I promise you, when I was still doing a lot of track days, if I would go on a track let's say this weekend, for the next 2 weeks I don't even see a bike next to me. Up until I say, no, I feel like going riding again. Then I load my bike, I'm off to the track again. So yeah, so I think that's the main reason. Once you start doing track, you take that edge of riding and you get to enjoy the track more than the road.
Okay, so I understand that the team has been part of international racings. So which one means the most to you as a team, and why is it?
All right, we had an opportunity to be invited in China early when was it? June, July? Yeah, we went to China. We went and raced the Ovalle Cup, which was the best experience we've ever had. Bohlale, when we got there, he learned so many things. So unfortunately, when it comes to motorcycle racing, for you to do well, you have to race overseas. Not saying our racing the side is bad, but for recognition, you need to be, if you want to be known worldwide, you need to race overseas. Yeah.
Okay. So how was the experience actually?
Bohlale, how was the experience of it?
Dear, what was the question? I dozed off a little.
So the question was, I understand that you raced international racing. So your father mentioned that, or the one that it's iconic to him is the one where you went to China. So how was the racing there? Like, what did you learn? You mentioned that you gained more skills, you understand more perspective of racing world. Yeah. So to you, what was that one iconic thing that you do remember?
Okay, just you raised boys from Italy, Spain, which is the hub of motorcycle, and that was your highlight. And you gave them a run for their money as well. It was your first time out on an Ovalle, and you still made. Okay.
My highlight was just racing on a bike. I've never raced before. Racing against boys from Italy, Spain, everywhere around the world, and just getting on and giving people run for their money where I haven't even rode the bike, and people from Italy and Spain live with the bikes. It felt good. It just felt good.
So which position were you on?
I started on 12th, and then it was like elimination, but then the guy that would come out first would go to the next round. So then I came out 12th the first race, then the second one I came out 11th. Yeah, 11th.
In total of how many races?
We had about
20.
No, we had about 36 on your class. About 36.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. So what happened in China? Like he's just explained, it was his first time out on that Ovalle bike, and he was racing against boys from Italy, Spain, which is that's the hub of motorcycle racing, and he did very well. He just missed going to the main race with one position. Okay, on the other qualifying, the last qualifying that was actually supposed, which was a make it or break it, he was supposed to finish third. He was supposed to be the third fastest, and at some point in that qualifying session, he was second for the longest time, up until two boys were just following him. They couldn't pass him, but when you're chasing, you make better times because of now you are chasing. And at some point, as he was second, I thought we are in for the main race. And unfortunately, they made better time. They pushed him back to fourth, so he missed going to the main race by one spot, which we are proud of. It's not what we really expected, but yeah, when we got there, he just blended well with the bike and blended well with the track as well.
For the first time.
For
Never got chance to test the bike or
no. So what happened was, on a Thursday they had only 2 sessions to practice, and the first session was in the morning. It was raining, so now our worry was he needs to learn the bike and to learn the track. So when he came back on that wet session, when he came back to the pits, was like, daddy, this bike is nice. Then I was like,
really
at least now we have one problem to deal with, which is knowing the track. And then the second session, that Thursday, it was dry. Then at least on that session, he could actually pace himself, and learn the bike, and he did very well.
Is it? Would you like to have that bike as one of your racing bikes?
Yes, I would really love to have it just to practice with it, because there's no series here in South Africa where you can race with one this side. So I would love it just to have as a practice bike.
So they must do the sponsor. They must sponsor the bikes. The bikes, eh? So, have you ever had any scary moment on a track? The both of you. Okay, let's go with the little man first. Hey, not the little man.
Any scary moments on the track? When they say you had two big ones, Polokwane and Vereeniging, remember? Okay. Yeah, I know. The little one, yeah, he had two scary ones this year. One was in Polokwane. That weekend he was on fire. He was on fire. So I think he won race 1, and then race 2, him and another boy, they were fighting for a position, and unfortunately he got pushed off the track and
Slide.
No, he got pushed off. He was out on the grass and then still managed to catch the bike, and he was in control, but rejoined the race from the back. So he had to chase them from the back, and then he didn't have much time to make
Catch up.
much time on it. And then heat 3, he started from the back, and he started making moves up until he was behind the boy that was actually leading the race.
What is it?
And
Coming to the second position.
yeah, he went to second position. Now he was chasing, but the boy that was in front he had a proper distance, but he was chasing, and at the track in Polokwane's got a little chicane. He went into the chicane, and we don't know what happened. He just had a tank slapper and lost control, and the bike flew him off. That was a scary one. And the other one was in Vereeniging, where again they were fighting for a position, and in one turn, both boys, they went into the turn together, and unfortunately he was the unlucky one. He lost it, and yeah, in both occasions, and flew over the bike. And they had to red flag the race, so that they can sort them out and then restart the race. But unfortunately on the restart he's not there, because of now maybe he's at the medics, they're just checking him out. So he ends up losing out a bit, but yeah,
There was no any bone fracture.
no, so far we're still lucky.
How did you feel about you falling on the bike, and did you didn't have a fear that to get back on the bike? Or you just thought it's part of the game, I'm coming back?
Yes. In fact, he hasn't gotten any bone fractures or anything on the bike. In fact, he has gotten fractured on the same hand twice instead of the bike. One, he was on the monkey bars at a mall, and then he fell and landed on his hand. And then another one, he was on a skateboard, and then he put his hand underneath, and then the wheel rolled over his hand. It was.
Yeah.
And then for me, one of the scary moments in my career was earlier this year. It was a track called Centrex. I was riding with my teammates. We were busy going. We were just switching positions and just riding around. And then my teammate bumped my brother at the back. My brother was okay. He continued. Then he fell. Then I rode over his hand, and then I went flying off the bike. Then I landed on the handlebar with my private part. And then I started bleeding in my private part, and then we walked it off. We thought I was okay, but when I peed, blood came out. Thought we were okay. Then we continued riding because we thought we were okay. It's just when I went to go pee. Okay, and then later on, we're wrapping up. My brother does one more session, and then he falls. And then we thought that he broke his hand. He fractured his hand again. We go to the hospital to check him, and then my dad said they're gonna check me also. And then we go, they say he's okay, but then I have to go to another hospital, and then they have to check my private part. And then I stayed there. I went there. They what happened again, Daddy?
No, they said
And
you're
then
not going anywhere.
yeah.
They said this one who we thought is the one that's supposed to stay here, he's okay.
The one
Instead,
we are
you are the one
accompanied.
that is staying behind, Baba.
And then I stayed at the hospital for 2 days. My dad kept on coming and visiting. And then later, on the second day, they put on a catheter on my. They put a tube inside the private part going to my bladder, and then I kept it on for a week, and then it was supposed to be on for 3 weeks, and then it came out while we were at home. It was sore. We thought we went back to the hospital, and I could pee nicely now. So we went back to the hospital thinking they're gonna put it back in, and then they're like, "Oh, you can pee, then it's okay." Then we didn't put it back in. So it was definitely the scariest, and it emotionally damaged me mentally because I didn't want to get back on the bike, but I had to, because I had to fight for the championship and all those stuff.
Yeah, no, that's good. You have the champion, eh? You already have the title. So after all the scariest moments which the two of you mentioned and your father mentioned, and I like the fact that you didn't give up, and you mentioned that one of the scariest moments is whereby you were hiding with the team and your little brother was in front of you, and then you went into his arm. How did you feel about it? Feeling as if maybe you broke your little brother's arm?
It wasn't my little brother. It was I rode over my teammate's arm.
Oh.
We were about to lap my brother, and just riding through his arm, I tried braking, and then I still rode over it, and then my bike flipped as if it was doing a 360. Yeah, and then as I landed, that's when I landed on my private part. So the rest of the day he couldn't ride because his hand was badly bruised.
Your teammate.
Yes, and then later that week we were racing. He got to race and I didn't because I still had the tube in.
Okay. So, as you started this young, what's your goal? And the father, what's the vision actually for the two boys in this sport?
Okay.
And
What's your vision, Rich?
My goal is in the next year is just to try and get try and go overseas, just so we can experience again how it feels just to be overseas and race against boys that have been racing for more than 10 years, just to get that feeling and like to enjoy what I'm doing. And then in the next 5 years I'm gonna try and go to Red Bull Rookies, and then if I make it in Moto3, Moto2, then my goal is just to go to MotoGP.
the father got a lot of money to put in place.
That's why we are here. That's why we are here.
Yeah. The sponsors must kick in.
We are searching for those sponsors. Someone is sitting there saying, "How can I help these boys?"
And it's good. It's good. I can say, at this young age, I can see that is actually what do you wanna pursue in your career. Is it the motorsport, the thing that you wanna pursue after finishing school? I do believe that your father wasn't gonna let you drop out of school now. So what is it that you wanna pursue actually when you grow up, when you finish school?
When I grow up, I want to follow my passion, which is being a MotoGP rider. And then if I become and I get my first paycheck, I'm just gonna start investing. And then my goal is just to invest in as many companies as I can. So when I'm older and when I retire, I still have money coming in from the companies that I invested in. So for now, that's my goal. Maybe I'll think of something else in the next couple of years, but for now, that is my goal.
That's very interesting. So far in the MotoGP, who do you look up to?
Pedro Acosta.
Uh-huh.
He's the second youngest boy on the grid, and this is his second year in MotoGP. And in MotoGP, that's the person I look up to there.
Little brother, who do you look up to in the MotoGP?
Red Pin.
Who?
Red Pin.
Why? Your brother explained that the one he's looking up to is the second. He said it's the second youngest.
I don't know.
You just like him.
Yeah, I think it's because he's South African. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Funny, you used to be a Brad Binder fan.
I am.
And now that there's someone young now in the
No.
in the MotoGP paddock now, you're going for that one.
No, I like Pedro Acosta because he's passionate with what he's doing. He never gives up, and he's the youngest like me on the track. I'm the youngest, and I sometimes come out first. He gets on the podium, versing guys that have been on the track probably more than 10 years, somewhere there. And just watching him race, the skill that he has, it's just nice to see.
Now let's talk sponsorship and support system. Do you understand that this sport is very expensive? It requires a good financial monetary. And you mentioned at the beginning that you're sponsoring, actually you're the financial manager, everything in the team. So and you're also a father, actually. There's still your kids, there's a home apart from the sport. So does the sponsorship really help, and the partnership which you currently have really help?
Yeah, sponsorship does go a long way. We have a couple of sponsors that are helping us, for the past couple of years. Like this year, we've got Liquid Moly, we've got Motorsport South Africa, we've got Nexo, we've got who else, boy?
X-Ramp.
Okay, we used to have X-Ramp, yes. Topcraft. So Yamaha was Bohlale's one a few years back, So yeah, so those sponsorships, they really go a long way, because like you said, like I said earlier on, that I'm the financial manager here. Everything must come out of my pocket. But when you have support from sponsors, it really helps a lot. Like Liquid Moly, we know that when it comes to lubricants, anything that's got to do with the health of the bike, it's well taken care of. It's not money that comes out of my pocket. We've got Nexo. Nexo, they assist us when it comes to your racing leathers, which is what they sponsor us with. We've got Topcraft tools. We are sorted with tools. So that's money that's not coming out of my pocket. And unfortunately, that's not enough, because of we've got things like your entry fees. For the two boys, for entry fees for a race weekend, it's a lot of money. You've got practice fees. We go to the track twice a week to go practice. It's money. The vehicle that we use, it needs petrol. Sometimes we race Polokwane, we race Devon. There's accommodation. So there's traveling, there's toll gates. So it's a lot. So the more sponsors we have, the better, and it makes even the boys to excel. Because if everything comes from me, sometimes instead of having 2 practice sessions a week, months are not the same. Find that this month it's a very bad month for me financially, then it simply means even the boys they can't go and practice.
It's affecting their dream.
So it's affecting a lot of things. So yeah, we really, and we are grateful of the sponsors that we have now. They really keep these wheels turning. But yeah, we're looking for more.
So as you mentioned that there is a lot involved, actually, starting with the vehicle that you're using, the maintenance of that vehicle, the transportation, actually, no, the maintenance, the fuel cost of it also, and the accommodation of where you're going. It's part of the cost, and to someone it might be that it's hidden cost. It's some cost which they might not be on the plateau. So it would be best to get more sponsorship to cover that. It's good that you have lubrication to keep the bike going, of which I can say is one of the good thing also, and having the proper tools, as you mentioned, the mechanic also. You're not gonna use a flat screwdriver anywhere that it affecting the bikes. So yeah, which is good. So the boys, what does having sponsorship mean to you actually as the racers?
Um, it feels good. It 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 gets some things off of your mind, like if we're gonna pay, if my dad, like especially on my dad, if he's gonna pay for the fuel, for the oils that we have to buy, for the bike cleaners, all of those. So every month, the first week of the month, we go to Liquimoli to pick up some lubricants that we need, and
For the
Yeah.
races.
it helps us financially, and yeah.
Okay. It keeps you easy, so you don't have to worry that you're stressing your father. Now you're gonna take a lot of money.
Yes.
Because I see you're very smart. I can see that you feel that now there is a lot of money that's supposed to go out of the dad's pocket. Okay. So is there any other people who are behind the racing team actually who made it to be possible?
Yeah, when we went to China, we had a lot of people who came, who came and supported us. We had a gentleman from Bokoni Pupurima who reached out to us and said, "Mfethu, what do you need? How can we help you to go to China?" And we told them our issues or what we need, and they came to the fore and helped us. And we had the Chinese embassy as well. When we went to China, we struggled with visas, and it was a mission. It was a mission, and for some reason, a few days, I think, as I was busy with such interviews, I got a gentleman from one of the newspapers. He interviewed us, and then the article was out on newspapers that Bohlale is going to China, and for some reason the Chinese embassy saw that newspaper article. They contacted us, and they also came to the fore and helped us. So yeah, we do have people who are actually helping us from behind the scenes, but yeah, it's like I said, it's not enough. It was for this case, it was for that cause of us going to China, but we need something that will sustain us throughout the year. Yeah.
It's a sustainable thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is the funniest thing between the both of you racing together on the track? Have you ever been on a track together?
Yes.
Yes. We have sometimes on road and on dirt. I go out with him to teach him the lines or show him the track, and I don't think there has been. Oh yes, at Farinacheng once. I was showing him the track. It was on 2023, and then I kept on looking back, and then as we do the full track, they cut, and then there's tires here like barriers. So then I was looking back, not looking where I was going, checking if he's still behind me, and then I bumped into the tires. I was going slow, so I bumped into the tires, and then I just fell. My dad, he also stopped and started laughing. The people that were working on the bike started laughing. That was one of the funniest things that happened on a track.
You laughed also.
Yes.
Because we always teach him, look where you are going.
Yeah.
So why he was looking at his brother, so it was like, yeah, at least now something taught you that you must always look where you're going.
Yeah.
Anything funny, boy? Not yet, ne? Not yet, okay.
So, do you guys ever argue about who's faster, who's doing a better sharp curves?
Now people say right now I'm faster, But then people always say that when he grows up, he will be faster than me. So for now, I am the fastest.
For now, you're the fastest.
Yes.
So are you willing to hand over the title, or you gonna keep on to it?
Fighting. I don't wanna be like Hunter Lawrence and Jet Lawrence because they are two brothers. And then there was a documentary we watched on the two of them, and in one part the dad said that when he was still young, Hunter is the older one and Jet is the smaller one. That if he doesn't become faster than you, then we have failed. So I would like to see him to become faster than me, but for now, he has a long way and he still has to try. I'm not gonna hand down the title.
It's not gonna get it easy. You must learn the skill more than you.
It's funny because of most people say that with Bohlale, when he started racing, I was not that I was giving too much pressure, but I was a little bit pushy, But with this one, it's boy, just go out there, go have fun. You finish the race, we are good, we are happy. And for the past 2 years, he was doing that. But this year, I think something just switched on. This year he's fighting. He goes out there and he wants a win. And most people are watching and saying, this one's gonna be faster than the older brother, So I don't know. Even his one of his uncles, he calls him the sniper. He says he's a silent. He does things silently. He's a smooth operator, but when he does things, he does them well. So I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell. He's still young. He's still young for now to really say, because this one has Bohlale has proven himself. Tebo still needs to prove himself.
But I'm not gonna hand down the title. That
you're not gonna just give it to him on a silver plate. He must fight for it. Okay, let's see how it goes.
So how do you guys motivate each other after a bad race to keep going?
Yes. Sometimes we have bad days. Sometimes we have good days. Like last week Sunday. On Saturday, we changed sprockets on the bike, thinking the bike was gonna be a little bit quicker on the straights, and then like we rode, thinking that the bike was sharp, but then the people that are normally behind me, no offense, but the people that are normally behind me kept on passing me. Then we had 2 races, 1 qualifying. On qualifying, I dropped my knee slider and I couldn't scrape my knee on the ground. So on some corners, I couldn't go that quick. The first heat, my start was good, but then on the straights, people would still leave me, so the bike didn't improve. Then on the last heat, I had a great start. I passed all of the people that were in front of me the first lap, and I started catching up with the front boys. As I was catching up, there was a back marker, and there was a back marker that pulled me away from the front boys, and I didn't feel good that morning because my qualifying wasn't the best because of my knee slider came off. But then my brother told me that just because it came off, it doesn't mean that I mustn't try. And he told me, and that just brightened my day. And that's when I started becoming lighter to myself and being more confident that day, because I was worrying about the stats and all those things.
Oh, nice. So he made you feel bright, actually. Oh,
Yes.
nice.
And what do you normally tell your brother when he goes out to race?
He did good and he mustn't worry because he's gonna do better next time.
Okay. All right. And normally you say to him, go out there, enjoy yourself,
And have fun.
have fun.
No, that's good. That's good. Eh? So about you losing the knee pad, so you couldn't take the caps properly because you didn't have the pad. So you're
Yes.
afraid to injure yourself.
Yes. The knee pads are made out of plastic. So then when I scrape on the floor, some of it comes out. But then the part when it comes off, the part that's supposed to be sticking, the knee pad's supposed to stick on, becomes grippy on the floor. So then I cannot scrape because it's gonna grip and I either low slide or high slide. And I do not want that to happen. That's why I don't scrape my knee on the side.
So basically, what happens is if you don't have a knee slide and you start scraping, now you're scraping with your levers instead of the knee slide. So
even the
so
traction.
now you are damaging the levers, and it also works on you now. Hey, I don't have my knee slider now. I can't turn as much as I want to because of I don't want to damage my levers. So it becomes more of a technical thing as you are racing.
What do you love most about the racing community in South Africa and internationally?
I love how we're family orientated. It's like we're one whole big happy family when we're on the pit. But when we're on the track, we fight for positions, we fight for first, second, and third. And when we come out, we're friends again. And that's what I really like about the motorsport community here in South Africa and globally.
Okay. So do old racers ever give you advice?
Yes. Some old racers do give me advice. Must I point out names? But yeah, quite a lot give me advice. Some of them are from overseas. Some of them are from this side that raced 5 or 6 years ago. That stopped. Yeah, but they do.
So what is one thing that adults who are not into the motorsport don't understand about you and your little brother as racers?
When we go on the track and we try our best, they think we could do it better. And sometimes in my head, I think that, okay, if you think I can do it better, why don't you go and try it and show me? Those are one of the things that I think the adults do not understand. But yeah, it's just something you have to deal with. You have to listen and you'll get better.
So you always listen, you always take advice. Oh, that's good. You're going very far by always taking advice. The only way to grow is to always learn and seek advice, which is good. So what is your dream track to ride on one day?
My dream track, it's definitely the Red Bull Ring and Sepang. Those are my two favorite tracks that I would really like to ride on one day.
Little brother, do you have any racing track that you dream to race on one day?
Yes.
Which one is it?
Portugal.
Why Portugal?
Portugal.
I think it's because Cristiano Ronaldo was born and raised there. That's why he wants to race there in Portugal.
Oh, he's a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes, he's a big fan of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay. So where do you? I think on a strategic level, Father, where do you see the team growing up to in the next 3 to 7 years? I can say 3 to 10 years. The shift which it will go.
For now, we just, you know what, we've got big plans. We would like to see the boys representing our country, globally. But yeah, that will depend on finances. That will depend on there's a couple of things that we need to sort out. But in the next 5 years or so, Bohlale, we would love him to try Red Bull Rookies, which is one of the most in fact, most of the young racers they want to go through Red Bull Rookies, and then from Red Bull Rookies, if you do good at Red Bull Rookies, that's when you now go a step ahead again, go to Moto 2 and go to, so it's Red Bull Rookies, Moto 3, Moto 2 and Moto GP.
Right under Moto 3, it's Red Bull Rookies. It's the top academy. It's not an academy, but if you really wanna go big, I think you should go to Red Bull Rookies.
So which means in the next few years we should now start saving those cents, so that in the next 5 years we are ready for him to go to Red Bull Rookies.
What is it required to be in Red Bull Rookies?
Red Bull Rookies, you have to be 15 years old?
You have to be over 14, I think, and
on the year of your 14th birthday.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I have to go in on my 15th birthday because my birthday is on October, which is later in the year. So I have to be 14 to go to Red Bull Rookies, but I'm gonna go when I'm 15.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So his month is a little bit later in the year. So I think the cutoff it's the first 3 months or so of the year. Then if you were born earlier in the year, then you can do it at 14. But unfortunately, you can only do it at 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, that is your highest racing series before you go to your more serious ones like your Moto 3, Moto 2, then Moto GP. So it starts from Red Bull Rookies, then you go to Moto 3, Moto 2, then you go to.
This goes to the both of you. Zibo, what's your favorite bike right now?
It's 1,000.
No, on the ones you have. You mentioned that you have 3 bikes, right? So on the 3 bikes, what's your favorite bike?
A 50.
The 50cc. Okay.
Do you have a reason why you like that?
So he's going to Husqvarna 50.
What's the reason you like it, right?
Because of it doesn't have gears and it's fast.
So you don't have to shift gears. Okay. So Bohlale, what's your favorite bike?
My favorite bike is the Yamaha R3. That's my favorite bike that I have right now.
Mm-hmm. It's your favorite bike?
Yes.
So, what's life like without racing? Your father mentioned that you always, even the back conversation is always about the conversation, and you're still going to school, like school friends and games. Do you ever play other games apart from you playing with bikes and some stuff?
Yes, I play. It's quite a lot. I play. I do athletics. I do lying. I do.
How at school?
No.
What does it do at school?
He does cricket, rugby, soccer. No, not soccer.
Oh. I do athletics. I do high jump, long jump, short put, soccer. That's a part of athletics. High jump and long jump is athletics.
Okay, see, but what do you know? What does he do?
I do long jump, high jump, short put, soccer, rugby, chess.
He does long jump, high jump, soccer, rugby, cricket, and then
short put.
Okay.
Put is high jump, right?
No,
Daddy, short put, long jump, and high jump is all of them are part of athletics.
That's fine. So both of you are agreeing. It's
Yeah.
just
No,
that
it's
It's just the terms.
I'm a
So, okay, so do you have friends out of the biking world?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I had one that came yesterday to our prize giving, and we had we had a great time. He got to meet my friends by the track, and my friends by the track got to meet my friend out of the track. So I think they liked him, but they think what they think. I don't know.
Okay, let's not get into detail in that. So, if your bike could talk, what would it say about you? Your R3, your favorite R3.
You slow.
Come on.
Huh?
You slow.
For
Slow.
him.
He's slow. What would it say? It would say you're slow.
No.
Yeah.
It would say he must get off it when it's at home, like because he likes farting on it. He likes farting on it quite a lot.
Say that one.
And
You
yeah,
also see the bike. You see he babs too much and talk too much, and he has a big head.
now that's not fun.
Okay. Okay, boys.
No.
What will the actress say?
What would the address say?
You're also slow.
No, let's not argue now.
What?
Sure.
Now you are riding your R3. What will it say to you?
Come on and ride me because you haven't ridden me this year. Because my
Okay.
dad doesn't want me to ride it. I don't know why.
Because you are a little bit young for it, but yeah, for next year we are ready for it. All right, and then when I say about your peewee, what does it say when you ride it?
I'm too fast for anyone that's behind me.
No, so it says we are fast now. Is that what the peewee says?
Nah, it says me ride. It says ride me harder.
Right. Okay. All right.
Okay. So, as on our closing, actually. So, we have few questions actually before the closing, and we have one interesting question from the previous guest. I think that one it will go to you as a father. We'll come to the question and we'll address that. It will be on the last question before we close. So, what advice do you have for other kids who dream of racing? At school, obviously, I would say the other kids who don't race that would feel to race. What advice do you guys give them?
To be confident in what they decide, and to not and to not listen to people that are trying to bring them down, and just focus on what they want to do in their lives, because it's their life, not other people's lives.
Nice. That's very profound. What do you say to those who want to ride? Your peers.
Come and ride with me.
So you invite the whole school to come and ride with you? That's good. So you want the whole community to be racers? Uh-huh. That's good. That's good. So what message would you like to send to your supporters and fans? This goes to both of you, the three of you.
To never give up.
To your supporters and your fans.
Yes.
To never give up on
I'll
supporting.
say thank you.
Say thank you to your supporters. Right.
Father, what do we have to say to the supporters and fans?
To our supporters, we say thank you for always being in our corner, and we need you more than we've ever needed you. You know, if these boys want to pursue this dream of being professional racers, then we need the country to back us up. You know, ka Sesotho ba re ngwana o godiswa ke setšhaba. You know, so yeah, so it takes a village to raise a child, and yeah, in this case we really need to the village to be behind us and assist us, so that we get to live this dream of what the boys are pursuing.
What can we expect more from Littleman Racing team coming next?
You wanna answer that one?
I get to burgering.
Okay.
Me.
Okay, what?
Winning the championship.
Winning the championship. Okay. All right. Our plan now is to raise more, to be more involved internationally. You know, if finances allow us, is to engage more into racing international races, and and you know, start doing what the other countries are doing. I think that's where we're gonna learn more when it comes to us racing.
Okay. So as our podcast tradition, so there is always the last question. It's always the last question from the previous guest. You answer it, and then you also leave a question for the next guest. So our previous guest, it was Trevor 36. Her question, it was like, if you and your partner, one of you maybe is not, if you one of you is not in Bikenville, or you're both in Bikenville, how do you balance within the life?
All right, for us, it's a little bit tricky, but like I said when we started, that I used to be a hardcore club member. I'm from the Hood Rats motorcycle a club in Soweto. So at some point, I used to be a hardcore club member. So me and my wife, we never had any issues. Even though my wife, it's not like she's a member of the club, but we never had any issues. And yeah, there's a few events that I would go with, rallies I would go with, and it was always fun, And then now that I'm no longer that much riding with the club, because I'm now too involved with the boys, still, mom, when we started, mom thought maybe now I wanna live my dream, through the boys. You've always wanted. I used to race professionally, but it was long ago. But I was racing on cars. So when we started, it was like, when you wanna live your dream through your kids, which was not the case. Up until she saw her, man. No. Actually,
They're
these
living
guys,
their
they live their dream, And yeah, she gave us her blessings and said, whatever that you do, I will support you. So she's been supportive, whether I was on the club, or now that the boys are riding, she supports us. She gave us all the blessings.
That's good. So what do you have? What's the question for the next guest?
Okay.
What do you wanna overcome in your racing career, and why did you choose this sport other than any other sport in the world?
But now the next guest might not be a racer,
but someone in a biking world, just maybe street rider.
right?
Okay, why did you choose racing?
Riding on street over racing.
Yes.
All right. Now I can ask us a simple one.
Okay.
Now, our next guest, how can you assist this team to go further? How's that?
And then they say, I can't. I am not good
it's a
for
question. Now the answer will be, maybe we might try and get sponsorships, or maybe we might try to do events, that can support the boys, or maybe I've got a friend who can assist maybe in such. You don't know.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. Who wanna close for us?
What?
You wanna close for us? Yeah, please.
Riders and Pillars. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's a good one.
All right, your last one, boy. Please follow us on our social media pages.
On Facebook, it is Littleman_110. And on YouTube, on TikTok, it's Littleman Racing Team. And on Instagram, it's Littleman@110.
Yeah, please follow us, support us, and if you want more updates and more info about our racing, that's where you can find all the info.
Wait, if you're willing to support, call 082 645 9113. Peace. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.